Welcome to a Sweetie Cakes and Pies production, coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. We were tired of shoveling snow and our dead-end jobs, so we picked up everything and moved south. Our new life is great. We have each other, family, and most importantly, cake. Grab a fork and join us on our sweet adventure.
This cake was for Terry's birthday. I am currently making Terry's birthday cake. Over here I've creamed the butter and I've added sugar to it. We'll see how that does. It's supposed to go for a while till it's let's see, light in color and very soft and fluffy. Right now it's kind of thick and sandy because it's got sugar in. Okay, notice that the kitchen is fairly clean. I creamed the butter with this hook attachment because the big paddle attachment was the butter was sticking inside it. So, but then I was trying to put the butter or the sugar in with using that, and that sucked. So now I'm using the big paddle attachment, and things are going a lot faster. I guess the secret to this is trying to get air inside, make it fluffy. So the thing you're supposed to do first is cream the butter, bring it up to about 70 degrees, which is about room temperature here right now. So that took a while because it was straight out of the fridge. But then once you add the sugar cuts into the fat because it's got all these sharp edges on it, and that's supposed to add allow more air to sit in the batter, which will make the cake light and fluffy. This stuff looks light and fluffy and soft to me, so we're going to move on to the next step. And the next step are eggs. I didn't read ahead in the recipe, and so I didn't take the eggs out of the fridge like when I woke up this morning to let them warm up to room temperature. So what I did was I just filled this pot with water that was from the tap, but not as cold as I could get it from the tap. So it's about room temperature. So the eggs have been sitting in here for 10-15 minutes, and they now feel more like the room temperature. They're not straight out of the fridge anymore. So I'm gonna rinse them, dry them, so I don't get any water into the batter by accident. And then I'm supposed to add them one egg at a time. We have our room temperature eggs. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not, but that's what I did, and that's what I'm going with because I don't have that much time. So now we're supposed to put 9 in. I already put 1 in, and you're supposed to let each one completely emulsify before adding the next. So here goes the next one. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty much already gone. Can you see? Yeah. So I guess we're ready for the next one. Alright, this is the result post eggs. Added them one at a time until each one was completely disappeared into the mixture, and that's what we get. So now we need to add our dry stuff, which is a pound of flour and a tablespoon of baking powder. Yes. So I guess I'm just supposed to mix that into that until it's combined. Nothing beyond that, because if you mix beyond that, then apparently the gluten will develop, and that can result in a cake that's kind of tough. Okay, so wish me luck. I added the flour baking powder mix, and it took like no time at all for it to to completely blend into that. So now I need to fold orange peel and lemon peel, plus a little bit of, I guess I'm going to put vanilla extract in. Yep, but I gotta hurry because there's baking powder in it now. I guess once that mixes with whatever, you gotta get busy. Now it's in the stove at 350 for 15 minutes. Then after that I'm supposed to reduce it to 300 and let it finish baking at that temperature. I'm gonna do something that Terry normally doesn't do, and now that I have some downtime, I'm gonna clean. Little pan is done, and I'm just waiting on the big one. At this point the cakes are done. You got 2 layers, and I cut them in half for filling. Now I'm working on a buttercream recipe that's fairly complicated. I had to use that pot to melt down sugar, sugar and water. It's what's called a soft ball temperature, and it's, I guess, 235 to 240 degrees. And when you drop the sugar into cold water, it should form this little ball that you can roll up, and it should be a little bit chewy when you pop it in your mouth. But I never quite got to that stage, but I don't have a candy thermometer either, so I was just doing the best I could. But I think that that's looking okay. After that finishes, then I'll be adding the butter, and hey, we'll see what happens from there. I reduced some strawberries and chilled them down, and then mixed them into half of the buttercream that I made earlier. So that's going to be the filling, and it's pretty tasty. My nephew said it tastes like yogurt, so apparently I could have just bought a yogurt, not spent 2 hours on this process, and thrown the yogurt into the cake as the filling. But I don't know how that would have gone over either, so we'll see. This is a view of the fridge. I just finished dirty icing these guys. I think I may have screwed up though, because normally between the layers you're supposed to put a bead of buttercream around the perimeter so that the filling doesn't squeeze through. I forgot to do that, so I'm afraid that you can see there's pink and stuff in there. That's the strawberry that I reduced and then mixed with buttercream. So I'm afraid that that is going to affect the fondant in some way. I don't know, maybe the acidity of the strawberry might eat through the fondant, but yeah, too late now. So just a lesson for next time, I guess.